Again, also fairly disturbing about the officer, Timothy Loman, who shot and killed Tamir Rice, a 12-year-old boy, holding that pellet gun. We found out that he had unsuccessfully applied to be a New York City police officer. He was turned down. He then had joined a suburban police department in Independence, Ohio, and was asked to leave after less than a year at that police department, described as emotionally unstable, unfit for duty, including handling of firearms, described as dismal. It appears the Cleveland Police Department never checked his past record. How is that news being met there in Cleveland?
You know, it's very disturbing. He should have never, based on that evidence, he should have never been allowed to join the Cleveland Police Department. There is much work to do, is that revelation. You know, the fact that young Tamir Rice did not even stand a chance, Chris, that he was shot less than 2 seconds from the time that police reached the scene, that is unconscionable. It is totally unacceptable. And we, the collective we, the police culture has to change. We have to deal with the subliminal biases that police tend to have, and not all police, because the report was very clear that the vast majority of Cleveland police officers do the right thing, but there are components within that police department that need to be changed, and we have to have the courage to deal with that. A little 12-year-old boy lost his life. His family is reeling from that. A community is reeling from that, and we cannot ignore that, and so something has to be done, and I'm certainly glad to see that the mayor has a commitment to make those changes that the DOJ is talking about, and to partnership. I'm very hopeful to that. Something has to happen, because Tamir Rice's death cannot be in vain.
State Senator Nina Turner in Ohio. You're seeing live images right now in New York City as throngs take to the streets protesting the death of Eric Garner and the decision of the grand jury not to indict the officer, put him in a chokehold. Much more live from New York after this break. Oh, here they come.
People, unite!
I've been called a control freak. I like to think of myself as more of a control enthusiast. Perfect 177 degrees. And that's why this road warrior rents from National. I can bypass the counter and go straight to my car. And I don't have to talk to any humans unless I want to. And I don't. And National lets me choose any car in the aisle. Control. And so, what's the word? Sexy. Go National. Go like a pro.
Now, at Joseph A. Bank, get 70% off most everything in the store. Plus an extra 20% off when you buy a suit, sport coat, or outerwear. That's 70% off. Plus an extra 20% off suits, sport coats, and outerwear. And 70% off most everything in the store. Holiday savings for your holiday shopping. Through Sunday, only at Joseph A. Bank.
Second night of protests here in New York City as protesters fan out across the city, stopping traffic, shouting Black Lives Matter, and raising a ruckus in reaction to Eric Garner's death and what they see as the lack of accountability for that death at the hands of the New York City Police Department. We'll be back with much more live from New York after this.